You're listening to Nocturnal Frequency Radio, hosted by Steve Jenny and his satanic assistant, Alex Houdini, both of whom can't go into churches without formatting.
Welcome to Nocturnal Frequency Radio. And of course,
I know, I just finished vomiting.
if you're listening to us on the New Visions Radio Network, welcome. If you're watching here on YouTube, great. Welcome.
Look at our ugly mugs.
Well, hey, you know, I think we've gotten over that. It's been far too long that we've had to deal with that. So, I mean, get over it. I mean, how long has it been? It's been what, give what, 3 more years? 3 more years, it'll be 20 years. Oh my God. Fuck. 20 years.
We're old, dude.
20 years. Wow. 20 years of doing this show.
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
I was in my 30s when I started doing this.
What? You're revealing too much.
I don't care.
Oh yeah, wow, yeah. Just it's funny because I was like I was telling you backstage saying, you know, it's like watching some of the old episodes when we first started simulcasting here on the YouTube channel, how things have just really changed, and I think a lot of it, and I hate to say it, a lot of it has to do with how things went during the vid.
The what?
The vid.
Oh, yes.
Right. I mean, because I don't know. See, I can't remember what year was it again that we started doing this on YouTube? Seriously. What was it? 18?
No.
17?
No, we started doing it after.
After the vid started?
Yeah, like around that time.
Was that? Wow, really?
Yeah. I can't see it being earlier than that. But I mean, all we have to do is go back to our archives and we'll know for sure.
Well, I did, and you know what? I wasn't paying attention. I was just watching and going, "Wow, holy crap!" You know. Exactly, Neil. 20 years chasing those damn spirits here on the show. Anyways, holy crap! That's not the mention.
That's why you see. That's why our thumbnail pic or whatever depicts us as like deflated.
Yeah.
We're just like, what the fuck, man? We've been doing this for too goddamn long.
I just figured, I put that picture in, the one of us in front of. No, when we went to Blood in the Snow, when we went to the Blood in the Snow film festival, horror festival.
Yeah.
And I fed it into Chat GPT, whatever the hell it is, and I said, make this use this photo and use it to put deflated faces on 2 paranormal investigators, and this, like, they gave up. They're totally fucking pooped, being chased through this dark forest by demons. And it's funny how they depict demons, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's horn creep. I don't know. They look more like devils to me. Satan. Is there a difference between? Is there a difference?
Yeah. 2014, by the way. 4 years ago. It's 2021.
What's that?
We started doing YouTube.
Was it 2021?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. So that's
12, episode 27.
We've had this this channel's been up forever, but we've never really used it to simulcast the show. No, we've housed some archives on here, but we started simulcasting the show. 2020. Holy crap, 2021.
Yeah.
Wow. And then we started filming the woodlot, the dark woodlot, in 2020.
Yeah. Wow, was it that long ago?
2020, man. Fuck. I was looking at a picture. I'm like, holy shit, 2020? And it took us this long to get it right.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, man.
Well, and this just goes to prove that, the paranormal doesn't bend to your will, right? Just because we go there doesn't mean we're going to get
No,
anything.
no.
There was plenty of nights that we went there that, fuck all happened except for maybe some farting and pissing.
Paranormal pissing.
Oh, yeah.
Paranormal.
That was Gord's go-to every time. As soon as we got there.
Hold on. Got to take a paranormal pee.
That's right.
Wait a sec. 5150.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
Yeah, it's and I was just like, holy crap, it's been 5 years doing that. But going back and looking at, as long as we've been doing this show, and this is currently season 17. We usually split it up into two parts. Mm-hmm. And we usually, hey Liam, how are you? And Sir Spookfest, how are you? And I guess I should say hi to people. John, hey, Michael's there, and Neil, good to see you. Limestone Spirit Chasers, how are you? Man versus Ghost, guys, go check out his channel. I fucking love it. Man versus Ghost. I'm telling you, go check it. Hey Laura, go check out his stuff. Incredible. I really love his angle. Go check it out. Hold on, let me just get the I'll put the link in chat for people to go check that out. Just give me a sec here. And again, those of you who are listening to us on the New Visions Radio Network, the YouTube channel is called Man versus Ghosts. Very, very cool channel. And I will go. And there we go. Chat. There we go. Perfect. Anytime, Jared. Great. You're doing a great job. And you know what? We'd love to have you on the show as we're coming close to ending this season.
Finale.
Yeah, season finale is usually the second week of June, second week.
First, second week, depending.
Depending. First or second week of June. And then we go into summer hiatus. And then we kind of do, we do a bonus show.
Yeah. Maybe
two, depends, right? I mean, if we want to, we got something big coming up at the start of the season, kicking off, we'll let you guys know, obviously. And so on and so on. That's usually the way it goes. But
I think what we should do in the summer break is get a whole bunch of people together and just do a virtual seance.
A virtual seance?
Yeah, I think we should try that.
A virtual seance.
I'm all for getting possessed and all that.
I mean, if there are such thing as demons, you really like to be shooken around, right?
Yeah, I want to really get it going.
You really want to show people what a real demonic possession looks like, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. You want to talk about, so literally in doing this, you're going to have a big fat burrito before this, right?
Yes.
Because that big fat burrito is going to be going all over the place.
Jesus.
And that's both ends.
That gives a whole new meaning to squirting.
Yeah, but seriously. Yeah, well, we said we were going to try to do that anyways.
Yep.
But
bring wetsuits. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, other people should bring wetsuits, not me, because that's just going to balloon out.
Oh wait, do I? No, I don't. I don't think. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
we got lined up.
Let's see if I can. I don't know if I have it anymore. Hold on. On here, anyways.
What were you referring to?
No, hold on. Oh, perfect. I do have it. So I'll,
describes the after effects of a burrito he had before the investigation.
Yeah, it almost smelled like there was something burnt. I smelled it throughout the woodlot from the time we entered the other end and went all the way around. But I don't know if it's because it could be because of the mustiness, the wet leaves and everything else. But it just smells weird.
It's a weird, burn, musty sort of.
Yeah. Okay, it's hard to explain. It's hard to compare it to anything, but it definitely smells like something. Something that.
Notice
that's
how I
been
just sniffed
burnt,
my finger.
I was going to say
been put out for a while, and you just have that smell that lingers.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah, fun.
Sometimes.
That's the precursor to the exorcism. Hey, Stephen, how are you? Good to see you, buddy.
Hey.
Yeah, it's well, it's something we mentioned we were going to do just for the hang of it, do it, end the season.
Yeah.
On something, but I guess maybe finding the perfect location, because I mean the woodlot didn't seem to work out too well.
No.
Too rocky.
Well, you got to be in a comfortable position, right? If you want to use the Ouija board.
Mm-hmm.
And where we were, A, it was cold. B, it was on the ground, on a tire, actually.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it wasn't steady. And, it's... If you're going to do it, you're going to have to be at least... for the Gord being the skeptic he is, right?
Dr. Demon Gord.
That's right. Our resident skeptic.
Yeah.
You want to be at least as comfortable as you can be and just sort of let it go. And I think that's part of the problem with Gord as well, is that he's so skeptical about it. He's not open-minded enough to, and I'm not suggesting that he believe it by any stretch, but if you want to try something to see and prove whether it works or not, you have to be at least open-minded. And then if it doesn't work at that point, then you're like, see, I told you it didn't work.
But don't you find yourself a little bit more, do you find that open-mindedness is now sort of closing a little bit, though?
For myself?
Yeah.
In a lot of aspects, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly,
so do you think that may not be contributing to it too?
You know what? I would say no, only because when I first started playing the Ouija board, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't really have any for or against playing it, right? And that's what I'm basically trying to get at. Like, I mean, if you have already a bias one way or the other,
yeah,
it's going to affect it.
Oh yeah, obviously, yes.
So in order to test the theory of whether it actually does work for yourself, I mean, not for me, but for yourself, for example, or in this case, Gord, you have to be at least open-minded. Don't go into it with any bias. It's easier said than done, obviously, but nevertheless, try to go into it with an open mind, not necessarily saying, oh yeah, it's going to work, or no, it's not going to work. Just leave that out of the equation. Go in there, do what you got to do. And then if it works, great. If not, well, hey, at least you were proven right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's something to me, like a lot of things that are used in trying to make contact.
Yes.
To me, it's more the intent. It's not necessarily the board. It's not necessarily.
No, it's definitely not the board.
Yeah, it's not the board. It's like when you're doing, an EVP session. Same thing. Yeah. It's sure you're recording with a mechanism, but you are opening. Are you opening something intent wise? And inviting something that might be there. I mean, that's a possibility. Obviously, we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know for sure.
And I'm very, very skeptical. I always have been. Always have been very, very skeptical. And I know I've been pretty hard on the Ouija board. With a lot of tools that people use. and employ with paranormal. Like, again, this is a part of I guess the reasoning behind this fucking show tonight is I don't know about you, and this is, here we go, we get into the segue, if you will, but this, I don't know, I'm mentally fucking drained when it comes to the paranormal. I really am.
Yeah, you're not alone.
You know, I watch all this shit, and it's content.
Yeah.
And the problem is people can't decipher the difference between content and real investigations. Because the real investigators really aren't putting their shit out here on YouTube or on social media, blah, 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 whatever.
Except for
right?
us.
Yeah.
We're the exception to the rule.
I don't think we've put anything real on here.
No, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. There's a distinct difference between someone who does content, whether it be on YouTube or Twitch or wherever the case may be.
Any social media. Honestly, if you are
on if you're going on an investigation weekly to do it for your content, that's where I kind of raise an eyebrow, so to speak.
Well, that's what it is. This is where we have to back up and say, hey, look at the people in question. Okay, you get this group, whatever, an average group, and their idea of investigating the paranormal is going in and filming it all and putting it up on their YouTube or whatever social media platform. That isn't investigating the paranormal.
So, and here's the other thing.
Yes.
A lot of people may not pick up on, because so many people are focused on the shows and those YouTube channels who do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
When you look at investigators that actually go out and investigate the paranormal, like what we did with the Dark Woodlot, you're gonna have a lot of episodes where there's a whole lot of nothing. You know what I mean? When you have a channel that every single episode they release has something happening, and the emotion is so high, like they're like, screaming, crying, running away, that's when you kind of have to, kick back and say, hold on a second. Why is this person doing it this way? Are they doing it because they want to legitimately investigate the paranormal, or are they doing it just for the clicks and views? You know what I mean? And that's where you kind of have to determine, right?
Like I have no problem with somebody putting content out there and their aim is to entertain. I get it. I mean, I find there's a lot of channels that I'm like, hey, this is great. This is entertaining. But I also know the difference. Right? I'm not, it's like, how many times do I say this? It's like when you're a kid and you watch, you were watching wrestling, you believed it was real. This can't be scripted. Come on, this is real.
Yeah.
And then when you get older, guess what?
Your heart breaks.
It's like, when people watch soap operas, oh, this is real. No, it's not. It's not real.
It's almost like, okay, you want to kind of tell these people, why don't you put a disclaimer at the beginning of the episode saying, not that it's fake, whatever, but entertainment purposes only. But I mean, I can kind of see both sides of the argument here, in a sense, right? These people may have started off legitimately, maybe, or with good intent, maybe, and just saw that wasn't really getting any traction, so they went the other way. And all of a sudden they started getting all this attention and their channels blew up and, all of that stuff.
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah. Something about Hulk Hogan. That's his. That's Kevin's idol.
Kevin's idol.
Yeah. But anyway, so but the point of what Steve and I are trying to get across in this episode, and the depressed looking two figures on the thumbnail, is that there's too much of that going on. And for the regular individual who's not involved in the paranormal or in film or in what have you, cannot discern whether this
No.
is reality or this is not.
Hey,
That's the
Adrian.
problem.
Yeah.
And they believe pretty much everything that these people say and don't question it.
Yeah, it's and you know, I've been on.
Sorry, I was just reading Kevin's message.
Yeah. I worked in film. I worked in film.
Yeah.
I know the behind the scenes. I know reality TV. I know all about that shit.
Yeah.
And again, I've investigated the paranormal for close to 30 years now. And there are people out there. There are a lot of people out there that they're very serious. I mean, we've had a lot of people on this show over the years that are like, to me, are some of the pioneers of the paranormal, of actual.
Oh, and there are people like that. Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
No questions about that. Yeah.
They're the ones that, they don't put the content. It's not content. It's the research.
It's the findings. Yeah.
It's the findings.
Yeah.
And
that's the difference. Yeah.
They don't have to make a, hey, let's film all this and put it up and chunk, cut it and make it real interesting, very intriguing. No, it's not what it's about to them. To them, they really want to understand what's going on. I mean, I want to understand what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of you guys who are listening and watching probably want to know what's going on too.
Yeah.
Right?
Otherwise, they wouldn't be listening to us.
But I mean, that's the problem. All this content now is just overload. It's just fucking overload. And it's so convoluted and so like they people can't define, they can't weed through the crap. And this is where the other side comes in. The people who outright debunk.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it, but at the same time, who are these guys that are debunking? You have to sit there and go, who are you? Who are you? I mean, I have a problem when people start to make, hey, Adam, how are you? Good to see you, man. I have a problem when people start to make this personal.
Yeah.
Because this isn't a personal thing, right? If you are a paranormal investigator or team or whatever, and you put something on YouTube and you say, I've got real proof of ghosts or the paranormal, then of course you're going to have people jumping all over you going, okay, let's take a look at this and attacking it.
Yep.
Right. And I don't have a problem with somebody not necessarily attacking it, but actually giving you a responsible debunk, like literally saying, okay, this is what this is. It's not real. At least I don't think so. I can recreate this, or I see this. I see what's happening here, or calling out somebody or whatever. But somebody has to fucking, get very, very, very personal with this. And that's where things start to go haywire.
That's unfortunately human nature.
Yeah, it is.
Especially lately, more so lately.
Yeah.
I find than it has been for the last 30, 40 years. You know what I mean? And it has a lot to do, in my opinion, and this is just strictly my opinion, with a lot of how people in North America, and not just North America, around the world, are becoming so divided.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's sickening to a point where you can't sit down with someone and have a conversation about differences of opinion without like really attacking each other. It's gotten to that point. You know what I mean? And it's sad, really. It's sad. I think this is why I kept saying for the longest time, and I'll say it again, this world needs an enema.
Yeah.
The world is overly populated with the wrong amount of people. And I'm not saying, I know some people like to take that out of context, saying, "Oh, well, you're meaning a specific group of people." No, I'm talking about stupid people. It's like people who cannot sit down, have a conversation with someone, and agree to disagree.
Sab, how's it going, man?
And the problem is, with all the rhetoric that's going on in this today's world, it's making everyone who normally could have a disagreement with someone, about whatever the case may be, it's making them like the other people.
Yeah.
Because that's all you see. That's all you hear. That's all you read.
Yeah.
And you're going to end up behaving the same way, unfortunately. And I'm trying, like myself personally, I'm trying to steer away from that. But it's hard when that's all you hear and see.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not just the paranormal. It's everything now. It's just everything is so divided on so many levels, and that's I think that's where I just like, so I tend to stay away from the drama because it's not worth it. It really isn't. In the end, it doesn't get you anywhere. And the people that create the drama, it's just they want the drama.
100%.
They want it. They enjoy it, and they want you to fucking jump in. And
not only do they enjoy it, they're the ones who go on saying, "Oh, I don't like drama." Really? Then why the fuck are you talking about it?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, why would you talk about something that you claim you don't like? That's called, being a hypocrite.
Yeah. I prefer people, and I prefer people who can take the time to educate, right?
Yep.
To provide what they have learned from their experience, right? To me, those are the people that needs to be more of. And in this day and age, people just don't want that shit because it's like, fuck, and they cut it to pieces. But you know what, let me tell you, somebody who's been investigating the paranormal seriously from a skeptical eye, and takes everything into consideration, doesn't call everything evidence. It's a finding. It's interesting. I can't recreate it. Science can't explain it. An expert in a field is, audio, visual, whatever, can't explain it. Tell me what it is, right? Tell me. Here it is. Guys, tell me what it says. How are you? Good to see you, buddy. Tell me. I'm providing something for you guys because I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts. I don't care if you cut it up. I don't care if you fucking scrutinize it. That's what I want. Right? Because I'm not an expert. I'm constantly learning still, as everybody else should be doing. And have that school of thought. It's a constant learning process. But make sure you're learning. Don't repeat the same mistakes over and over again. Be responsible.
I'm guilty of that myself. And you're absolutely right, Steve. It's just hard to do sometimes.
It is. And sometimes it takes a lot. It takes a lot of time. You know what? I find maturity. A lot of times as you age and mature, you really start to see a lot of things differently. Right?
Not me, man. I still think I'm 20.
Yeah, me too. But I mean, when I first got into this, when I first got into the paranormal, doing the research and all that kind of shit, I was gung ho.
Yeah.
Let's get out there. Let's get out there. Let's do this. Let's do this. And just absorbing everything, right? Now it's like, yeah, you're still absorbing everything, but it's just like getting out there and wanting to do it. It's just so, I think, like I said, it's just brain fucking overload.
Yeah.
You know, with all the crap that's going on.
Yep.
You know, we live in a Tower of Babel. Yep.
That tower needs to burn.
Mm-hmm.
Needs to burn.
Yeah. No, I've got to see that. And yeah, Matt does a great job. Matt does a great job. Right? Again, I think the way Matt does it is completely different. And I'm not cutting urbexers at all, but I'm just saying Matt, you know, he's not cutting things up, he's showing the whole thing. I mean, there's a lot of great a shitload of great urbexers that really do a great job, but I think Matt does a great job with a lot of his stuff. The guy's a fucking walking encyclopedia. He is. I'm just reading the chat here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, absolutely, Kevin. Wisdom comes with age and experience.
Unfortunately,
exactly.
that doesn't apply to everybody, though, Kevin, because there's a lot of people who are our age or older who are dumb as fucks. Unfortunately, and you know what? So you're absolutely right. Wisdom does come with age and experience, unless you're heavily biased.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're heavily biased, it doesn't matter how old you are. You're going to always be biased. And that's going to supersede any sort of wisdom that comes with age. Right? That's the problem. And there's too many of those people in this world today. And that's why I say this world needs an enema.
I think he just loves saying that word.
I do. It's fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I have to say, and I said this on a little live I did, but I will be Monday. I will be mailing out a few stuff, stickers, and so on and so on to certain people. So I think we're gonna have to order some more stickers, man, or I'll have to order some more. But I'm just well, that's the thing, Michael. There's a lot of people that will observe, but they don't absorb. It's like reading a book. There are people who read books, finish the book, but they don't absorb it. Attention span.
See, Kevin knows me. He knows that quote's from the original Batman movie, from the Joker. This world needs an enema.
Yeah. Hold on.
That was a great, not a great movie, but that was like Jack Nicholson's Joker was
Jack
cool.
Nicholson, anything, man.
Yeah.
Guy's incredible. Fucking one of my favorite actors. Him and I'm not even gonna get into that, but even De Niro. Huh?
Yeah, don't get into it. I'm not a movie buff.
No, I'm not gonna get into it tonight. No, that shit. No, but we got some shows coming up, by the way. And like I said, we have let me just look at the calendar here. So we'll probably go to June 8th. June 8th is probably going to be the season finale.
Yep.
Of season 17. Holy fuck. See, going on to season 18.
Yeah.
At
least we're heading on an even number.
Yeah. We have so we've got it's set in stone. Hold on. For May, well, let me just see. May. So I'm filling in some dates, but yeah. So May 25th, we've got Jamie and Jen coming on, who are a pair of Bigfoot researchers.
Yeah, we've had them on before, no?
Yeah. Well, Jamie's been on. I don't think
Jen. No, she was on briefly.
briefly.
She came on, I think, briefly during the show. It was him mostly, but
Yeah.
I think she came on briefly.
Yeah, so they're going to be back on May 25th. They're out of Pennsylvania, so they do some really cool work with researching Bigfoot and other, but mostly Bigfoot. So they're coming up, and we got some more on the back burner, just waiting to get some dates in play. And once we have the dates in play, we will get the info to you guys as to who's coming on. I'm still like fucking reeling over fucking Richard Stanley. I'd love to have him back on again. The guy is just so incredible.
Agreed.
So incredible. His knowledge on so many fucking cool,
I just love the fact that he loves fucking Lovecraft.
The area where he lives, the French Pyrenees. I mean, I did a virtual thing on Google Earth.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy fuck, this is a real cool place, man. The French Pyrenees, which is on the border of France and Spain. Fucking incredible. And supposedly, kind of like, there's an area kind of like the Bermuda Triangle or the Bridgewater Triangle.
Right.
Just an area where all sorts of fucking activity goes on from UFO to whatever. But I think, if anything, the high strangeness, the stuff that you can't explain, the unexplainable stuff. And that is rare. Now, that is what we have always, tried to bring. And it's really getting tough. It really is in this day and age. Because I mean, something you might find that, hey, this is really cool. It's fake. It's fake.
Yep.
And
that's the sad part.
That's the sad part. AI now.
Yeah, that's scary. That's scary how how that could make it so muddied. It used to be at one point where you can kind of tell when something was done fishy. Now it's getting harder and harder to tell.
Yeah. It is getting very tough. And again, it all depends on what the topic is. I mean, where you're looking at. But I mean, there are some things that are very, very highly exposed to AI now. Even you look at I give it maybe a year, if that. I think AI within the year, it's going to be to the point where you won't be able to fucking distinguish.
Well, it's hard enough now.
It is
in some cases.
Yeah.
So it's,
I mean, there's certainties, there's little subtleties you can tell still,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's a lot that I don't know. What's this? I'm just reading here.
So we can just get AI to do our job for us and do the show for us, and we just kick back and chill.
What's that?
I said we can get AI to do our show for us, and we can just kick back and chill.
Chat, yeah, we'll put it into the chat. Okay, hey, here, and you can do a full storyline and everything else in it, eh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy what the fucking thing will do. Hold on a sec. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
No. Let's see. I'm gonna put it up here.
Yeah, that's right. Mike saying, but who do we chat with? No, we'd still be in the chat. We just let the AI do the talking.
Just AI do the talking.
We just be in the chat chatting with you guys.
Where is it? There it is here. Put it up as the background.
Uh-oh. You can't see the faces. We're the faces in there. There you go.
So
Uh,
where's the picture? Hold on. I don't even. Oh, okay, hold on.
we're like paranormal twins.
This is the picture I fed it. Hold on. Let's see. I'll bring it up here on my phone.
Sucks for the people in New Visions. They can't see it.
Yep. Okay, so
No, I'm taller than Steve.
hold on. So here's the picture. So here's the picture I fed it.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that's what it got. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Am I taller than you? Or are we both the same height? No.
We're about the same height.
Yeah, we're about the same height.
Yeah, we're about the same height. Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
The sad, demoralized faces on these pictures.
Well, hold on. Okay, so here. I'll read exactly the description I put in. Hold on.
Nice.
So I fed it that
Picture, right?
that picture. All right. Oh, I gotta log in again. All right, prior. Okay, here we go. So this is the initial. So I gave it the photo. I gave it the photo and I said, this is what I said. Use this photo and design two pooped out paranormal investigators that have the look of defeat on their faces. Demons in the background chasing them in a dark forest. And that's it. That's the only description I gave it.
And funny enough, that's
But then-
exactly what we look like when we go to an investigation.
Well, actually, that wasn't the first photo. That was the end result because you can modify as you go, right?
Right.
But this is the first photo it had.
It's hard to tell, huh?
Right.
Huh. Yeah.
That's the first photo. And then you just get as time as you like go on a little bit and you chat with it, and then you go, modify this. It's got to look like that, and can you change this and can you change that? And then all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, man! For some odd reason, it was yes, it was in Chat GPT. That particular one. It has a fetish for either giving you or taking away. Yep, exactly. But I mean, yeah. You started to become more hunchbacked.
I know. Yeah.
Right. The old explorers finally find proof. Sadly, it's outside death's door. Yeah, exactly. Scary. I mean, it's interesting, and you can carry on the conversation, and the funny thing is it remembers, right? It remembers unless you start something else,
Right.
or you erase the history or whatever else, or at least you think you erase the history.
Mm.
It now has facial recognition.
Gee, thanks, Steve. Now I'm in the system.
You're in the system. They're going to hunt you down.
Mm-hmm.
Canada's most most wanted ghost deterrent.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're gonna love it. But yeah, it's interesting. It really is. It's really interesting what you're able to or watch it create. I mean, obviously, with your wording, you feed it the information, and it's interesting how it creates. So, um, I know it obviously does a lot more than that. I was just kind of like toying around with it, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, I find it seems to be the best kind of. I mean, you could definitely get better if you pay for it, but why pay for it, right?
Mm.
At least not now. I don't see the need to pay for it.
No.
There's lots of free platforms out there. I mean, and you just gotta wait. Like I think they allow you to modify 3 or 4 times with one photo, and then you can kind of cheat with the last photo. It'll tell you, well, we weren't able to do anything with that because you need to upgrade to premium. And then it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm not upgrading. And then you just refresh the page and there's the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second, I thought you couldn't render it. Phone tells on. Yeah, exactly. It's fucking crazy, isn't it, Neil? Or you could be having a conversation. You can have you be having a conversation with somebody about something, and then obviously your phone's listening. I mean, for crying out loud, if you don't think your phone's listening, you're stupid. Because I don't know how many times I've gone on and I've looked on Facebook or whatever else, and all of a sudden these ads pop up for something you were just talking about. Because we were talking about grabbing a dog.
About what?
We were thinking about grabbing a dog.
Okay.
And it's funny that all of a sudden all these a particular type of dog, and all of a sudden these fucking ads started coming up on Facebook, these groups and shit like that, friend requests from people who breed these types of dogs, and I'm like, wow, wow, incredible. Yeah. Most cars now listen to your conversations. Yeah, exactly. I know there are, is it BMW? Is it BMW or Mercedes? One of the two. In their onboard nav system, you now have to pay a premium. If you don't pay the premium or subscription, whatever to the thing, they run ads on your nav system. Can you fucking believe that? Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The thing that you rely on in your car, the nav system, and now they're gonna fucking run ads. So your car turns on, all of a sudden they're running an ad,
and you miss your turn off.
Yeah. What the fuck? Wow. But that's the way things have become. Advertising wherever, whenever they can.
We got a lot of real estate up here. If you want to advertise and pay me about it, it's like,
hey, don't joke about it. Don't joke about
ads
it.
over here.
They may come to us. They may come to us as, hey, will you guys advertise on your foreheads during the live show?
Hey, if they're willing to pay.
How much are you willing? How much are you willing to? How much?
Can I get like Trojan?
Yeah. How much? Would you be willing?
How much would I be willing?
Yeah.
A couple thousand at least.
Only a couple thousand
per spot, like a couple thousand here, a couple thousand there.
What if they said they might leave a stain on your forehead?
Nah.
What if it's
a couple ads on top for people who are taller than me who can look down? You know what I mean?
Wouldn't that be funny? Pornhub.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
We'll advertise. We'll give you guys. We'll give you guys fucking money for the rest of the year as long as you continuously fucking put porn. Remember, I don't know, years ago. What was it? Years ago, there used to be a fucking thing called bum fights. You ever see those?
No. Oh, I've heard about it, but I've never watched them. I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking they got this one fucking dude, one of the bums, to tattoo bum fights on his forehead
Really?
for $1.
$1?
A fucking dollar. He did it for
Man.
$1. $1. And literally they would pay these guys, these bums, to fight each other.
That's pretty sad.
Hey, people will do anything for money, right?
I know. I know.
And all it takes is somebody to exploit it. And you know damn well, hey, fuck, this is great content. This will sell.
It's the depravity of people that makes stuff like this sell. That's the
Well,
problem.
yeah,
Right?
I know. It's ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Hold on a sec here. Hold on.
Not a tattoo. It's one of those rub off ones.
Huh?
I was saying that nope, not even for $1,000 to get a facial tattoo. I wouldn't get a facial tattoo, but those ones you kind of stick on and rub off eventually. Yeah, those I'll do it for $1,000.
Yeah.
Right over here, Pornhub.
Yeah. There's a documentary. I gotta watch it too. It's called Bum Fights, an Empire of Dirt.
Careful how you say that. It sounds too close to something else.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to find that one. I'm gonna. Hold on.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for that one that they get him to tattoo it
for
on his forehead. Yeah.
Oh God.
It's funny.
Yeah.
So I do the search, and it comes up. It comes up. Nocturnal frequency rating.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I said,
so we have
bum fight tattoo on forehead, right? Down below.
Enjoy your dream. Man versus Ghost saying he's gonna have a dream about enemas.
What's this? All right, man. Take care, Jared. Yeah, definitely look forward to possibly having you on the show. All right, keep up the good work, and guys, go check out Man versus Ghost. Great stuff. Love the content. Very, very cool. Great take. Hold on. Let's see here. Let's see here. Once again, I'll put it in the chat there. For those who are interested, go like and subscribe. Get on over there and like and subscribe. Yeah. So yeah, it's it's funny how we came up in the search. Well, yeah.
That's scary.
It is scary. It is really, really scary. But anyways, okay, not to fray off too much off topic, but yeah. Anyways, we'll take a short break here for the New Visions Radio Network. But when we come back, more and more and more and more of Paranormally pooped out. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back. You're watching and listening to Nocturnal Frequency Radio here on the New Visions Radio Network, and of course, watching us and simulcasted on our YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Or will we, Alex?
That depends how pooped we are.
How poop we are.
Yeah.
All right.
Good evening. I'm Richard Palmisano, the founder of the Searcher Group. It's a paranormal company, the oldest in Canada. I founded it in 1979, which not only makes me old, but makes me doing paranormal research and field work for just under 45 years now. I am also an author, researcher, and lecturer on the paranormal. I've written 6 books now. And I really enjoy coming on with Steve and Alex on Nocturnal Frequency Radio, as well as listening to the shows, because there's a lot of interesting guests there. I like it, looking at this stuff, because it's it opens your mind to other options and other alternative thoughts. And, there's always time to learn new things. So I hope you join us and come and see Nocturnal Frequency Radio. Thank you.
So let me ask you, what makes for good radio?
My 5 favorite songs all day long.
Play it again.
No.
As many commercials as physically possible.
What? No, why would that be good?
Great music, great talk shows, no commercials.
Precisely. New Visions Radio gives you no commercials, no nonsense, just the best new music and the best talk all day long, 24/7, 365. NewVisionsRadio.com.
Hey guys, Kristen here, host of the Paranormal Girl podcast, a bingeable exploration and deep dive education about the paranormal for the skeptical believer. Some of my past season topics have included shadow people, Mandela effect, demons, and UFOs. Currently, I am tackling Bigfoot. I have been sharing this journey with my audience since early 2021, and I have learned a lot these last few years. It's truly a mysterious world out there beyond our perceptions, and reality is just not what it seems. I have also, since the start, met some awesome folks like Alex and Steve, and I've really enjoyed watching and learning from them and also joining them on their show. Their guests are always outstanding, their listeners are just the coolest, and these hosts are some of my favorite people. I recommend their show to anyone looking for an intelligent and fun conversation about the paranormal amongst friends. So join me on my investigation, join Steve and Alex on theirs, and enjoy. Now back to the show. You are watching Nocturnal Frequency Radio.
That you are. We are back. Thank you for hanging in. You are watching and listening to Nocturnal Frequency Radio here on the New Visions Radio Network. And of course, watching us here on YouTube. So yeah, fun.
Pornhub.
Huh? Pornhub. Oh yeah, Pornhub. Wait a sec. Do I get the sign anywhere? No.
I can put Pornhub if you put Bang Bus on your forehead.
No. Pornhub. We're putting the paranormal porn. We're putting the paranormal back in porn.
Yeah. We can put Paranormal Twins on here.
Oh, yeah. Paranormal Twins. Paranormal Twins. That would, you know what? That would definitely bring in a lot of people, right? Ghost Hub, yeah. Wait a sec. There was a Ghost Hub, I think. Wasn't there?
Was there?
I think there was a Ghost Hub.
Let's see if it still exists.
I'm pretty sure there's a Ghost Hub. I do remember there being a Ghost Hub.
There isn't one now, but it looks of it.
Really? Adam, I think you might have stumbled on something. Ghost Hub.
How to use Ghost Hub script?
I don't know. It's weird. So, yeah, no way. I think this year for sure in October, probably late September.
Two frequencies, one cup. Oh, come on, man. That's just wrong on so many levels.
That's good.
You almost made me gag.
What would even be better are the people, the reaction videos to that.
Yeah, well, listen,
that's good.
If either of us have burritos, there's no way that's staying in a cup, man.
he's got to get his coat. That's good. That's really good.
So before we got rudely interrupted by Steven there. What were you saying?
About
something about in October.
Oh. So Southern Ontario Paranormal Society's 20th anniversary.
Right.
But we're going to have a gathering for Nocturnal Frequency Radio.
Yeah.
We're going to have a gathering, guys. So, I mean, if you guys are in the area, or if you're going to be in the area and you would like to come out, attend, whatever else, we will get the info for you guys. Anybody who listens to the show, whatever. And maybe, just maybe, we might kick off the new season in style. Maybe on location.
Yeah, if we're able to. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to pack up the equipment and go on live on location. I love doing that, man. It's been too long. I really enjoy doing it.
Yeah, no, it's fun. And you know what? With the Roadcaster, it's easier to do because I can plug in your mic and my mic to the Roadcaster.
Yep.
And connect it to one laptop, and we could easily get that accomplished.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't take much.
Yeah.
As long as we got a stable Wi-Fi.
Stable Wi-Fi or a hard connection, yeah.
Or hard connection, we're good. Yeah, no, I would love to do live on location. In fact, if anybody out there would like us to come do a live show in their location, just let us know if we can make it. I was saying to a few people during for Urbageddon there in the UK there when they get together in October, we should do a little mini tour.
Yeah.
Little mini tour. And do a live show from Urbageddon.
Out in the UK. Yeah, fuck, I'd love it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Love to.
That'd be really cool.
The only time I went to the UK or London is primarily where I went was in September. I'd love to actually go out there in October and do it.
Well, that's when, yeah. I think it's in October that they're doing it. If Melissa pops in, or if anybody's still in chat that knows, I think it's in October that they're doing it this year again.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Speaking of.
Yeah, I don't know who's applying.
Oh, there she is.
Look at that. See, there you go. You mention her and she pops up.
It's like you speak of the devil and there she is.
Speak of the devil. Yeah, no, I would love to do that. I really would. I was saying, Alex, that we should get a GoFundMe thing going and seeing if we can raise the airfare and everything.
Yeah, because it's not wild. Airfare and stay is not cheap. Let me tell you.
No, it's not. It's cheap.
When we went in 2019, it was expensive then. I'm almost certain it's more expensive now.
Hold on. Let's see. Just out of curiosity.
Oh, Steve's looking up something.
I am. Let's see.
You know what you should have done with the pictures in the background? You should have put fishnet stockings on there.
Oh God.
just to please Melissa.
Okay, so I'm just gonna range this for October. So we'll just say October 20th to, so it wouldn't be a long. Hey,
look at that. Halloween's on a Friday this year. Woohoo.
Okay, let's see here. Flights now. It's not too bad.
It's the accommodations that kill you.
Well, yeah. So, okay.
Unless
You can fly Porter.
To where?
Porter from Pearson to Heathrow.
Porter goes all the way to London?
Yeah.
Really? I had no idea.
Hold on a sec. Like, fucking goddamn, that's London, Ontario.
That's what I figured.
No,
I
no,
didn't
no,
think
no,
you
no,
were.
no, 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 no. That's no, it's not. No, it's London, UK.
Well,
So
yeah,
hold on.
Heathrow's in London, UK, but I mean, I didn't know Porter went all the way there.
Okay, I will fly. I'm just gonna go fly into Heathrow. Flights into Heathrow. Air Canada. So nonstop. 858.
858
Yeah,
in October?
yeah.
That's not bad. That's
I
return
know.
flight?
Yeah.
That's not bad, actually.
This what's this plus? Hold on a sec. Best economy. Oh, okay. So if we want so that's economy.
Yeah.
If we want standard, it's 1,058.
What's the difference?
Hold on, I'll tell you in a sec. Go back to Air Canada. So okay, so
Steve was like, put a 1 in the chat if you would crowdsource Steve's visit. Hey, what about me? What the hell?
so
Just
ticket changes unknown.
Yeah.
No. So I mean, basically, there's not really a lot. Ticket changes are the only difference.
Ticket changes.
I don't know what the fuck that means. What's that mean?
I don't know.
Ticket changes. So that's about the average price. So
That's not bad, actually. If that's the case, that's not bad.
and that's, like I said, that's only going from October 5th, or sorry, October. Wait. No. Okay, we got an issue here.
Mm-mm.
Okay. No. For some reason, it didn't get what I wanted. The 20th. It's the 25th. Okay. It's going to be more expensive. Yeah. Okay. So that's what it was. So yeah, it's more expensive. For some reason, it stayed. If we flew out like tomorrow and stayed until October 25th. Okay, so yeah, it drastically fucking changes. So flying out Monday, October the 20th, and stay until the 25th. Whoa. Holy fuck, it changed. Wow. Okay, something's weird here because it just changed like on a dime.
Mm.
They were $1,000. Okay, 2 economy, 2 adults, economy. Hey, here you go, first class. Here we go. Let's see what first class.
First class. Holy shit.
First class. Here. Check this out. First class. First class. It's taking its time. Jesus Christ. How much do you think it would cost to
First
fly
class?
first class round
London
trip?
from Pearson, I would say no less than 5,000.
Higher.
That's what I said. No less than 5,000. So I'm okay. I would say return flight probably around 8,500. Is it higher?
Yep.
Oh fuck. 10?
Higher.
Holy shit. 12?
12.
Fuck.
$12,000.
That's insane.
That's British Airways. All pretty much all British Airways.
That's fucking insane.
Right? Okay. So that's first class. So business class. Let's see what this brings up here.
Business can't be too much cheaper.
It is. There's only one.
Significantly cheaper?
Oh yeah. Virgin Airlines. Virgin Atlantic. How much do you think?
5?
Nope.
Less?
You can get a flight on Virgin for $3,335.
That's still a lot of money.
I know, but all the other ones, when you go Air Canada or Lufthansa, whatever,
Lufthansa,
yeah, is like fucking almost $5,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So if you go back down to economy, it's like 800.
I'm good with economy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fine with economy.
Yeah.
Right? 7-hour flight, nonstop.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I've done it.
Huh?
I've done economy to London, and I've done economy to Italy, which is slightly longer.
Yeah. So literally, you'd be like leaving at 8:30 at night and getting there at 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Their time.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Julie, it's just wishful thinking at the moment.
Yeah. Hey, Julie, how are you? But yeah, gold style, get yourself a seat. Yeah, exactly.
No, Melissa, you're not going to kidnap us. She's going to gag us with some fishnets.
Yeah, fishnets. We're gonna do the UK world tour.
World tour,
and the main stop is going to be at Urbageddon, 2025.
Oh, Adam's going to BC. Nice.
I was just in BC, Adam. I was just in Vancouver Island. Oh, fucking beautiful, man. Highly recommend going to Vancouver Island. If you've never been there, oh, beautiful. So flights are cheaper than I thought they would be. I thought they'd be more expensive.
Yeah, so did I. I thought they would be more expensive. Now I'm interested in looking flights to Italy because I know my wife and I have been wanting to go. It's been 10 years since I've been there.
Has it been that long?
Fuck yeah, 2015, dude.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Because we went there on our honeymoon in 2013, and then we went there 2 years after that in 2015, and haven't been back since.
It's another place I'd like to go to, Italy.
Dude, let me know, man. You want to go? We'll go with you, and we'll fucking rent a car and go driving around.
I would love to go to Italy.
That's what we did last time. We rented a car.
Yeah.
We were there for 2 weeks. We put in 4,000 K on the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. We went everywhere. We went to go see her side of the family, which is about 2.5 hours south of where I live.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed near where I was born. And then we also went to go see my sister, which lives just north of Milan.
Yeah.
Maybe 45 minutes north of Milan. So we went to go visit her as well. So we put a lot of mileage on that car, man, in 2 weeks. But it was unlimited mileage, so fuck it.
Well, that's what you normally get now.
Yeah.
Right. What about insurance?
Insurance for what?
For the car.
It's part of the package.
Oh, okay. You get the insurance that they provide.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, because you wouldn't be using your own insurance.
No.
It wouldn't cover.
So yeah, just whatever they provide. I mean, but this is how fucked up Italy is. Okay. So when we got there, and we grabbed the car and started heading to the hotel to check in, and when I parked the car, I got out and I noticed that there was a scratch on the fender on the front on the driver's side.
Yeah.
Actually, it was a scratch on both fenders, to be honest with you. Nothing serious, but just scratches on both fenders, right? And I'm like, fuck, I fucking hope that they don't charge me for this shit, because that's how I got it, right? So when it came time to go and bring it back when we were leaving, I told the guy, I go, listen, there's scratches on the car, like on the fenders on both sides. He goes, okay. Did you fill up the tank? He goes, yeah. Okay. See you later. You don't give a fuck. As long as the gas tank's filled, they don't care. Like, beautiful. See you later.
Yeah, we were Victoria, Julie. We stayed in Victoria. Beautiful. I love Victoria. Great place. And we traveled up the coast to Tofino. 4 hours. Fucking. Hold on a second.
No, I know the scenery there is spectacular.
It's just fucking amazing, dude. It's just so amazing. Hold on. I'll just have a. Do I have a quick?
Adam's been to Italy. Says he multi-pass. Yes, if you can rent a car and you're not scared to drive over there, because there's a bunch of psychotic drivers in Italy.
Yeah,
that's the real way to go. Because you can go anywhere, do whatever you want. You know, go see whatever place you want. And you're not restricted. But you know, that's more of like the tour packages. But you know, it's nice. We went to all the lesser known spots, which were just as equally nice. But you know, you didn't have to worry or didn't have to contend with like tourists, shitload of tourists. Because when we went was in August, and that's high season, right? That's when all the tourists are there.
I'm loading us some. Going over the ferry, man, fucking from Vancouver to Victoria's awesome as well. Hold on. Trying to find Oh, I don't know why that came up. That's interesting. That's not what I wanted. Hold on.
Now you pique my curiosity. I'm checking to see what the flights are like. Shit.
It's definitely not as expensive than I thought.
Yeah. Let's see what Expedia's got. This is flights and hotel. Just out of curiosity. 2 weeks. Holy shite. $4,300.
Wow.
That's in Milan, though. Yeah, no, I got to. I don't really need hotel because we still have our house in Italy, so we could technically stay there.
Hold on, I'll share this.
Crazy stuff.
Hold on. Look at this, man.
Yeah, that's nice.
Fucking beautiful. This is Tofino. Just outside Tofino. This is low tide.
I'm guessing the water comes all the way where you are on high tide.
Oh yeah. Yep. And this beach here is world class surfing. Right? You shitloads of surfers go there. They actually fall in love with this place. And they end up living there. You can see the water line and the rock, right? And literally, when I was walking around there, I had to be careful because the water was starting to come back in.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
How far north is Tofino?
Excuse me. So literally, it's about 4 hour. It's about a 4 hour drive
From Victoria?
up the west coast from Victoria, but it's really weird because there are no main roads that go up the west coast.
Right.
Because Victoria is right at the bottom, right?
Right.
So literally, you have to drive from Victoria all the way up to Nanaimo.
Nanaimo, yeah.
Yeah, on the inlet coast, and then from Nanaimo, you go all the way back to the west coast. So you go across the island and then up to Tofino. And Tofino's like hanging out from the actual like the island, and it hangs out.
Okay.
And it has a harbor on the inner part, right? So I don't think I have. Hold on, do I have? I might have. Video from. I got so much fucking video, man. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, hold on. No. That was before. So that's just going over. I don't think I took it out for the harbor.
Tofino's an actual Vancouver Island then.
Yeah, it's right on Vancouver Island.
Okay. I thought it was part of the mainland for some reason.
No, God, no.
Wow, it took you 4 hours from. Jeez.
Yeah, it took 4 hours to drive from.
Jeez.
But you know what? It was fucking worth it.
Oh, I believe it. Like I said, I've heard beautiful things about Victoria Island.
What is this here? Oh, this is Vancouver. So basically, this just give you an idea of what a lot of the drive was. This is just a short video. Just to give you an idea what the drive's like. And there's literally mountains everywhere. You're surrounded by mountains everywhere. And there's so many waterfalls. So many of them.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Ooh. Look at it.
Yeah.
To the right.
See? Waterfalls everywhere.
It's all the way around.
Yeah. The creek's nice too. There's shoe 3.
Right. So you get an idea. I mean the whole drive when you go across, and dude, there's one place I didn't get to go to that I really want to go to. There's like this. There's so many. If you love urbexing, this place has shitloads of places, abandoned places to urbex. Like it has like so many old coal mines. It's got there's in fact a trail that will take you to an old plane crash.
Right.
The plane is still there. The plane is still there, and the tower, like the old airfield tower, is still there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really, really cool, man. Really cool. And of course, if you're heavily into Bigfoot, it is well known that there are so many stories about Sasquatch, dating back to the natives, to the Aboriginal peoples of Vancouver Island. The stories are just incredible, in abundance, so many. So I mean, you know what? I would fucking go live there in a heartbeat. I really would. It's
So would
just
I.
it's just so beautiful, man. And the lifestyle is so different than here. So different. I'm like, am I still in Canada?
Yeah,
You know, Canada has a lot of beauty.
it does. Yeah.
But wow, that is just so fucking crazy. Uh
Now I'm gonna have to watch that clip.
oh, that's cool. Hold on. Let me just pause it and then I'll bring it up. It's actually really neat. This is really, really neat.
What a stunning day for this. I've just stepped in food. Never mind, it was dry.
Look at that. That is so awesome.
Yeah, that's in Wales.
Girl, I've never loved one like you. From moats and books and waterfalls, alleyways and payphone calls. I've been everywhere with you.
Probably get dug on that.
Mm.
That is so cool.
That is cool. Yeah. Yeah, Melissa, this better not give us a strike.
It won't give us a strike, but that is so
commenting. Cool. We're commenting on it. Fair use.
Yeah. that is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty cool. But yeah, it like I was telling you, there's even a castle in Victoria.
Yeah, there is.
You know, which is pretty cool. And you
There's
know,
also, like even in the mainland, there's a castle as well somewhere. I can't remember exactly where.
Where in BC?
Yeah, in BC.
Well, maybe I don't know.
Do you remember that movie, that series, Poltergeist: The Legacy?
Mm-hmm.
That was filmed in BC, and that house that they were in was in BC somewhere. I can't remember where exactly.
Yeah, because I looked to see if it was that Craig Roch, whatever fucking.
Yeah, when you sent me those, yeah, I looked that up too. It wasn't that,
but it wasn't that one.
Yeah.
Just some fucking stupid paranormal show on, I think it's CBC. They went in there and investigated, and that tells you a lot. Fuck, come on, really, really investigation? Come on.
Hatley Castle in Colwood, British Columbia, is the place that.
Where is it?
Colwood, British Columbia. Don't know where that is.
Well, let's look.
Not familiar. Let's take a look.
Put up Google Earth or something. I have watched Welland Canal vids of them. Huge ships, tons.
Oh, it's on Vancouver Island.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the Welland Canal is pretty cool, Neil. Pretty neat. There's some interesting stuff along it. And history is just amazing. And the old canals that they abandoned when they finally built this the latest one. But there's still some old ones that are sitting there and incredible.
Where did you stay when you were in Vancouver Island? Did you stay in Victoria?
Victoria, yeah.
So Colwood wouldn't have been too far from you.
Wait. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Hatley Castle would not have been too far from you at all.
Let's see.
Where are you from, Julie? Just out of curiosity.
Okay, what is it?
Colwood, Colwood.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The name of the castle is called excuse me, Hatley Castle.
Hatley Castle. I see
Yeah.
it. Let me bring it up picture wise.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's what they use for the filming of
Yeah, no,
Poltergeist: The Legacy.
we didn't go to that area. We went to we were right in downtown Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
So right if you look on the map and you can see the downtown area of Victoria, you'll see the downtown. We were staying right across in an old hotel. Right across from the where the bay is. It's called the Bedford Regency Hotel, and things like 100 years old. Really, like pretty much down, like within walking distance to the water, right?
Yeah.
Not far from the Fisherman's Wharf, where they have the floating houses, the houseboats and shit. It's really nice. Yeah. Hold on.
I missed that series, man.
What?
Poltergeist.
There's a lot of shows I miss.
Yeah.
Kansas.
Good thing I have it on DVD.
Kansas, eh? Kansas. Who do I know somebody in Kansas. I know somebody. Who do I know in Kansas?
Dorothy?
No. Used to do the Laura Moon show.
The what?
Laura Moon show. Remember her co-host Becky? Do you remember Becky? She's been on the show before.
I have a short-term memory problem, or
She's
long-term
been on the
memory
show.
problem, rather.
She lives in Kansas. Package deal, me and my cat. Yeah, it's definitely a thing of beauty. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. Hold on. How was it? Okay. What was the last thing? Hold on. And even I didn't mind Vancouver. I mean, when we were staying in downtown Vancouver.
Yeah, that place is like a cesspool.
Well, just a portion of it. It's actually
that's right. Yeah,
when you go to Stanley Park, it's fucking beautiful, man. And the port area.
Isn't there also like what's it called? They call it Gastown? What?
Gastown's really cool.
Yeah. They have all the old style gas lamps on the street, right?
Yeah, they have the steam clock too.
Oh, okay. All right.
They have a steam clock. I don't. Hold on. Let's see. It's on my phone. I don't think I have uploaded shit, but. Hold on. Okay. See that?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
Is that in Gastown?
Yep, Gastown.
Oh.
It's a steam clock. See it?
Okay. Yeah.
and it plays music on the hour. I unfortunately I didn't get the music, but it's really neat, right? Really, really neat. But yeah, just down from Gastown, you venture a little bit more east. Then you get into East Hastings. That's where the fucking homelessness and the fentanyl and all that shit. It's bad. It is really bad. But for the most part, like I said, the hotel that we had, and we only had it for a couple of days because we were flying out from Vancouver, so we wanted to be closer to the airport.
Right.
Was literally, and Vancouver airport is fucking small compared to Pearson.
Oh yeah,
right. I thought Pearson was small compared to some of the other airports I've been in, but fucking Vancouver. But it's nice though, and but anyhow, what was I saying now? What was it? Oh yeah, the hotel we were staying at. We were literally right in front of BC Place.
Oh, okay.
The football stadium.
Yeah,
Right there.
It's just like when we went to London, we were right there by. We could see Wembley Stadium from our balcony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wembley Stadium.
And we were in Wembley when we stayed in London. We stayed in Wembley. So
yeah,
like when we went out because they had a balcony. Sure enough, straight ahead is the Wembley Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would definitely go back out there. I would definitely, if I had the chance, and if it was a reality, I would definitely go live there.
Yeah,
I really would. And people complain, well, it's so expensive there, and I'm like, yeah,
so expensive here.
It's expensive here. It's
Yeah.
really no different.
Yeah.
I mean, the prices of housing and stuff like that, it's pretty much on par.
Yeah, between the GTA and Vancouver, yeah, it's pretty much on par. Yeah,
it's pretty much on par.
Yeah.
The food is better there. Oh my God, the food is so good there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fresh.
Are you talking about fish or are you talking about food in general?
Food in general.
Okay.
It is so fresh, so good. Right.
Yeah,
I'm not much of a seafood guy.
Neither am I.
We ate at this place called Finn's.
Yeah.
And it was right down on the docks. And we got food. It was more expensive because it was a higher end place.
Right.
But dude, the food was so good. So worth it. So worth it.
I just find that restaurants here, unless you go to a really fine dining restaurant, and there are some exceptions, obviously, where it's really good, but everything is rushed over here.
Oh yeah, everything is rushed. Everything is rushed. I mean,
you can't have good quality food when everything's rushed.
The breakfast there. We went into this place. There was like 3 or 4 different locations, but it started in Victoria and it's branching out.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I gotta sneeze. I hate. It doesn't want to come out now. And literally, what was really cool is like, you know how you get an omelet. You get an omelet.
Mm-hmm.
And people, what do you want in your omelet? Whatever, onions, tomatoes, whatever, right? And they put it in with the egg and they make the omelet, right?
Yep.
There, they ask you what you want in it. Green onion, cheese, tomato, and whatever. And this thing came out, and I'm like, it just looks like a fucking egg wrap.
Right.
Like it's just like a wrapped up omelet. Like, where the fuck is green onion and everything, right? Okay, whatever. So I'm cutting into this, and I cut into it, and all the stuff was inside. The egg was wrapped around it. The omelet was wrapped around it. So you had long strains of green onion and fire roasted tomato with basil. Oh my god, so good! You know, I could eat tomato fire roasted like with basil on its own. It's so good, and cheese and everything. Just it was nestled inside with like a blanket, literally like a blanket, and it was so fucking good, so fresh. Right? And the pubs, like, fucking pubs everywhere, fucking, and you know me, my craft beer, I love going to these places and, um, and, it's like me, I'm not going to any old brewery. I want to go to like the little guy, the small guy. And then I ended up finding, a couple small guys, and I'm like, the beer is just so fresh, so fucking good.
It's got to be something in the air too, man. It's got to be.
Oh, that's another thing. The air quality.
Yeah.
The air quality, man. Here, I feel so stuffed up and everything else, and tired, and blah blah blah. There, dude, you know me. I've got my fucking my detached retina.
Yeah.
Right. I have floaters galore.
Yeah.
I went out there, and when I came back, literally my fucking floaters have improved. I don't have as many in the one eye.
Wow.
It's weird. But I swear, like literally, the air there is so much better. So much better. But the best time to go out there is that time of the year, like, fucking early April, early to mid-April. You don't want to go too late because then you got to contend with the forest fires, right?
Yeah.
Because they get a lot of forest fires. And bugs. Right?
Yeah, the fun part.
Yeah. So, but I mean, if you're like the type who like to go, finding the trails, hiking the trails, because they get shitloads of great trails to hike. They got a lot of cool shit there, man. A lot of cool stuff. You want to do it. You want to do it when it's not, hot, and it's not like it gets really hot there. But you don't want to, obviously when the bugs come in, it rains quite a lot there. But you know what? I mean, it was supposed to rain the whole time we were there, pretty much. And literally, it rained maybe here, there, whatever. Just little bits of rain, and that was it. The rest of the day was great. The one day was even 20.
Wow.
20 in April,
Yeah, they have their winters are mild compared to ours.
Oh, yeah, they don't, yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, hold on. I don't know if I got when we're in Victoria, we walked down from the hotel down to the very bottom of Victoria and the harbor there, in the inlet. And literally, when you look straight across, you can see Washington State and you see all the mountains.
Right.
Protruding over the clouds.
Right.
It's fucking phenomenal. And like, of course, the classic snow caps, right? And hold on, let me see if I got I don't think I got video of it. I don't know if I took video. Hold on, let's see. I think I did, but I can't remember. No. No, I guess I didn't do it. I thought I did. I just did it on my cell phone, I think. Yeah, I think I just did it on my cell. Oh, wait. Or did I? No. And we checked out all the all the weird attractions that in and around Victoria. They got a shitload of weird stuff. Okay, what the hell? Victoria. Oh, that's Vancouver. So I guess I didn't do it on the DJI. No, it's just Vancouver. Let me see on my phone here. Just to give you an example. You can't really tell with this photo. Like, you'd have to see it close up. But there's the inlet, but there are the clouds, and then you see the mountains in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. You can see see?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so amazing, man. Such a different way of life.
The Atlantic region's the same way.
Yeah, what I was going to say about Tofino, like Tofino, when you go right into Tofino, like I told you, it has the inlet, it has a harbor. So when you go into Tofino, and we ate at this restaurant that overlooked the harbor,
right?
And they had this fucking fireplace there, the whole 9 yards, and it's like, wow, this is fucking. I almost feel like I'm on the East Coast because it gives you that East Coast vibe because of the harbor, right?
Right.
Mine, obviously, but still, it had the mountains in the background, and it's really neat because to me, you kind of get like best of both worlds. You get the East Coast kind of vibe, and then fucking
the mountains and everything else. Yeah,
mountains everywhere, dude, everywhere. It's just fucking amazing. I can't believe it's taken me this long to travel within Canada and to Vancouver. I can't.
Yeah,
been saying that for years. Got to do it, but I highly recommend it. Yeah, you guys would love it there.
I know I would. Yeah, I've seen. Like I said, I've only seen it by pictures, but I know I would love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I think the next time we go, we'll definitely stay probably somewhere midway, maybe in Nanaimo.
Yeah.
And, you can get to other places from there a lot easier. Plus, the ferry goes right pretty much into Nanaimo. The ferry doesn't go all the way down to Victoria. Right. So you got to take transit down to Victoria. It takes about an hour and 30 minutes.
Right.
Yeah. So, but it's all right. It's not bad. Beautiful fucking place. All in all, highly recommend it. Well, I think that's about it, dude.
That's it. That's all.
We're back next week, though. And we've got more guests coming up. And again, you saw somebody here in chat, Man versus Ghosts, Jared. Hopefully, we will be cementing a date to have him on. Go check out his channel, Man versus Ghost. Really, really cool. What's that? Nocturnal Frequency Radio Convention. What? Convention. We're having a gathering in October. Definitely, we're going to have a gathering. So, I mean, whoever's interested, they're more than welcome to come. But like I said, we'll get all the details out when that comes out. When we get that settled and figured out. We have Jamie and Jen, who are both Bigfoot researchers. They will be on the show. They've been on the show before in the past. Super nice people. Wealth of knowledge when it comes to Bigfoot and so on and so on. Looking forward to having those guys on. Definitely. And again, like I said, if we get the dates down for Man versus Ghosts, go check out the channel. Go to his channel, like and subscribe. Guys, hit the like button. Leave your comments. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Until next Sunday night, guys, take care. Thank you, everybody, for popping in. You all rock. Take care, everyone.
Have a good night.
Good night.